During the season, they had 13 games where they scored less than 100 points and only won 2 of them. And in the playoffs, they've had 4 games under 100 and they haven't won any of those. So 100 points is critical, and to do that, they've got to get something from Charles Barkley and all the rest of the supporting cast that he has with his team. This has to be an all-out effort by the Sixers.
Johnny Dawkins guarded by John Paxson. Charles to Mike Jaminski, 18-footer, and there's an offensive rebound. Barkley, and Jaminski now will follow it home.
That's great offensive work by Charles to keep that ball alive at the offensive board, and for Mike to finish it up. That's Mike's first offensive rebound in this series.
Horace Grant.
Now Rick Mahorn has to get out on him closer than that. Horace Grant can shoot the ball from 17.
The Bulls have been very successful at double teaming Charles in this kind of situation. There you see him again, guarded by 2. Here's a steal by Jordan, but he stepped out of bounds.
We've seen 2 occasions now where Charles Barkley has gotten the ball out on the edges rather than exclusively at the box. Jim Lynam wanted to try that ploy to see if he can shake Charles loose to get some open court drives to the basket. I think it's a good idea.
Horace Grant, number 54, guards Barkley, who will inbound it.
7 seconds on the shot clock here. Sixers have to move.
Stolen by Pippen. This is Scottie Pippen, a great open floor player. To John Paxson. Still tied at 2. Sixers speeding the ball up the floor. They have to do that whenever possible. Mahorn trying to save it, and Hawkins now, and it goes backcourt, and there is a backcourt violation spotted by Joey Crawford.
That ball looked like it was hit loose by a Bull. Joe Crawford didn't see it that way, obviously.
The fever pitch is tuned up as high as it can go right now. May even be affecting the 2 teams. Charles fighting with Pippen for the loose ball, and the Bulls keep it.
The Bulls have hurt the Sixers at their offensive board, Jim. They've out-rebounded them at the offensive board 24-15 in the 2 games.
A terrific shot by Michael Jordan as he got up, hesitated, and then redirected his shot.
Now that's as good as you can defend somebody. Michael just made an incredible shot as you described it, Jim.
If he continues to play the way he has in games 1 and 2, here's Barkley, the offensive board again. Getting back to Jordan. If he's going to play at the level he's going to play, there's not much you can do about it. You got to just surrender and give the guy credit. Here's a 20-second timeout called by the Bulls. Coach Jackson. Watch this play once more by Michael Jordan.
Jordan drives by Hersey Hawkins, but here the Sixers come. Both Mahorn and Barkley close that off. Michael made a great shot. Now watch Charles at this offensive board. He's dynamite in there. Misses the first, gets the second, and takes it home. But he needs more help. I mentioned earlier, Jim, that the Sixers had 15 offensive rebounds in the 2 games. Charles had 12 of them. He needs help in there. He's doing a great job at that offensive board, but he needs more help.
We're even at 4. They run a screen for Pippen, and he breaks out and hits the shot.
It looks like the Sixers are almost conceding the Bulls the open jump shot, but not letting them get it at the paint. And I think that's going to pay off for them.
Charles, spin move, puts it up and rebounds his own miss. And that is 3 offensive rebounds already. Hawkins.
This is too much room.
Scottie Pippen Now squares up and fires, and the rebound is by Cartwright, and the Bulls will start over with a new 24 seconds.
Jordan working off that low baseline screen. He's tough down there.
Misses this time, and there is a loose ball foul. Great position by Barkley, and Scottie Pippen trying to come in from behind commits the foul.
And Phil Jackson picks up a technical foul. He was protesting on 2 occasions.
He's saying
about the over-the-back rebound.
Yeah, give it to me the other end if you're going to call it at this end, but on that specific play, there can't be much room for argument. Rick Mahorn flexing his right knee now. He might have just got hit by one of the other players' knees, bone to bone, which can be very painful.
Bone to bone. That's right, Jim. They hurt, but they're not serious.
Sounds like a name of a song, doesn't it? Bone to bone. 7-6, the Sixers with the ball.
Sixers trying to take advantage of Mike Jaminski, and they got him.
Powers his way inside, and he's going to be called for a travel. Cartwright, the defender.
Mike had great position on Scott Pippen, and that's an advantage that the Sixers want to exploit when they can. Jaminski working hard on Bill Cartwright, pushing him out.
An unorthodox jump shot really looks bad on that particular effort.
It's an ugly-looking shot, but he can make it.
When he doesn't, though, it's really ugly. Here's Charles, who's going right to work when he gets that ball. Jaminski keeping it alive, and it's punched out of bounds, and they're going to say the Sixers will keep it under their own basket.
Yeah, Hugh Hollins was the only referee who saw that play correctly, and Hugh made the call.
The lob to Mahorn is not there, so the Sixers adjust, and here is Jaminski, knocked away by Jordan. And an open court foul taken by Johnny Dawkins. Of all the superlatives that you can deal out for Michael Jordan, throw in there the fact that he's got terrific hands on defense.
He can rake the ball out of a shooter's hands better than anybody in the game, in my opinion. He probably fouls a little bit too. There's a steal by Barkley.
Dawkins picks it up, and Michael Jordan this time elects to keep hands off. Sixers now with a 9-6 lead.
Michael Jordan has really not involved himself in the game to this point, other than to pass the ball and get his teammates into it. Seems content just to let the other guys play at this point of the game.
Pippen trying to work the baseline. Gets caught out of room. 2-on-1, but the one is Michael Jordan. This is going to be fun, and Hersey Hawkins takes it right into the basket.
Nice 2-on-1 play by the Hawk and the Dawk.
And a timeout, I think, underway. Yes, the Bulls. Phil Jackson up off the bench with a timeout, and the Sixers 11, Bulls 6 with 7 minutes and 5 seconds left to go in quarter number 1. Well, already we can see signs that Sixers defense can trigger an awful lot of things that are good.
Well, here you're going to see Charles Barkley poke that ball loose from Scottie Pippen. John Dawkins picks it up. It's a foot race to the basket, but he gets in there. Michael Jordan doesn't risk the foul. Good defense by the Sixers, and they're more alive than they were in the games that we saw from Chicago. Here's a good 2-on-1 play. Again, Hawkins freezing Jordan and then laying the ball in the basket. So Sixers off to a good defensive start, and they're working hard at the offensive board. They have 6 offensive rebounds in the game this far, and they only had 15 in the first 2.
Barkley with 4 of those 6 offensive boards. The Sixers have scored 7 unanswered points here and lead it 11-6.
Jim Lynam's idea of bringing Charles Barkley out to the edges to open up some driving space for him and occasionally flash him to the post has worked very well so far. But with the Bulls down by 5, I think you'll see Michael Jordan start to go to work on his own game. And there he goes.